Lily is anti-Igbo, so you should find out from her.
No. The problem is that I don't know how come all my friends are Igbos. All the ladies, all the friends. I don't know why I still have a problem with the Igbo tribe. I don't know. Do you think you know why? The other day I was trying to ask you, are you related to Genevieve Naji by blood?
And then they're gonna do it because another person is in line waiting, so they go collect. So, but the difference is here, you pay, they take their time and make sure that everything is okay before thinking of the next money from the next patient.
What do you have to say about the persecution of Nigerians from around the world? Now, do you think that Nigeria will ever be good again, be great again? Now that brings us to a very sensitive topic. Feel free to answer it, and of course, feel free not to. What do you think about the Igbo kingdom, Igbo throne? What do you think about the Igbo king in Ghana? Do you think the Igbo kingdom in Ghana is affiliated to the Igbo king, to the kingdom of the Igbos back in Nigeria as an Igbo woman? Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking on the video. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. Today I have this amazing beauty in the building, my Ghanaian, former Nigerian, now Ghanaian sister in the building, and let's meet her together.
Hi guys, welcome back to Lily Ogini's channel. My name is Ella Chilaka, the one and only Ohema of the Ashanti Kingdom, Ghana. One and only, two no day, number two no day. Like she said, I used to be her Nigerian sister. Now I'm her Ghanaian sister, by force Ghanaian, yes. Whether Ghanaians like it or not.
So you're welcome to the channel.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So I want to know, you were in Nigeria and then you left Nigeria. Now you are in Ghana. What informs that?
Leaving Nigeria, it was a very tough decision to make because I've always loved Nigeria wholeheartedly. Like, I was a die-hard patriot, and unfortunately I kind of saw the future and I wasn't seeing any light at the end of any tunnel. I don't know who carry lights go tunnel sharp, where they for put them on top of tunnel, but they go put them for for the end. I don't know why they were expecting us to have to go through tunnel to go to the end to see lights, but unfortunately even inside the tunnel there wasn't any lights. So I had to leave because it was getting tougher and it was draining, basically draining. If you saw my pic the day I left Nigeria, if you saw my picture, you would never believe that was me. Because I was always sick. I was very comfortable. I was comfortable. Yeah. I was very, 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 very
That is even why I'm asking why, because I have seen your pictures, I've seen your videos, not just pictures of your life back in Nigeria, but then take us back to where you are from in Nigeria.
I'm from Imo State, BC, to be precise. I'm sure a lot of you guys know Rita Dominic, Genevieve and Naji. Yeah, we're from the same place. And then the Imo State is in the eastern part of Nigeria. The famous Igbo tribe. That's where I'm from. Lily is anti-Igbo. She doesn't know what she saw in me. So you should find out from her.
No. The problem is that I don't know how come all my friends are Igbos. All the ladies, all the friends. I don't know why I still have a problem with the Igbo tribe. I don't know. Do you think you know why?
Nah, I don't care. As far as you don't have a problem with me, whatever you feel about them is not my problem.
Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. We'll get to that.
Like, everybody has right to their choices, right? So it doesn't matter if you can dislike a certain tribe and then you find even love from that same tribe. It happens. So I really don't have a problem with how you feel about them. But my concern is how you feel about me.
Okay. Do you know, in my case, it's not like I hate the Igbo tribe.
Yeah,
You
of
understand? But I kind of like find so many things that I don't agree with coming from some people from that part. The other day, I was trying to ask you, are you related to Genevieve Naji by blood?
No, we're not related by blood. But we're just from the same place, but we're not related by blood. A lot of people ask me that a lot. But we're not related
So
by
I'm not
blood.
the only one that
You're not the only one.
Like after we met the other day, I was trying to remember if I've seen you somewhere because I've seen Genevieve before, and I said, okay, let me ask you. So you guys are not related by blood?
No, we're not related by blood, but we're just from the same place.
So you moved to Ghana, and why that decision to move to Ghana from Nigeria? Because you were doing very well in Nigeria. I have seen videos, not on YouTube. I've seen her videos, her businesses, and a lot of pictures. So why did you put everything behind you and move to another country to start all over again?
Yeah, the main reason is peacefulness. You know, it gets to a point in one's life that no matter how much money you think you have, no matter how much money you think you're making, if you don't have peace of mind, you are poor. You can be very, very poor. All you have is money. When you're always tensed up, you're always worried about, you don't even know what's going to happen the next minute. You take your kids to school, you're worried about their safety. You could be driving your car and you're worried about the next car behind you, or you don't just have peace of mind. So it was a very, very difficult thing to deal with. Now, my decision was actually really, really heightened by the announcement that Tinubu had become the president of Nigeria. I didn't see any hope. I didn't see me raising my kids in Nigeria, even though when they were there, they were attending one of the best schools in Asaba. But there is more to life than putting them in the best school. The environment is also, you have to be security conscious. You have to consider a lot of things, and you can't just keep your kids away from the news. So if you have to keep your kids away from the news, that's dangerous. If you also let them watch the news, it's more dangerous because you're gonna end up traumatizing them, and I don't need that for my kids. So I needed an environment where they can also feel some kind of peace while growing up and be kids. They have to be kids. Children have to be children. They're not supposed to be dealing with adult stuffs. Because if I'm seeing these things happen and I'm traumatized, automatically they are going to get affected. If they also hear the news or watch the news, they are going to get even more scared and traumatized. So how are we going to deal with that? I just had to let everything go and just go where I could sleep well. And I actually moved to Benin Republic first before coming to Ghana. And that was the best decision of my life last year. 1 year plus in Benin Republic was bliss. It was all the healing I needed for my journey, and I'm glad I did that.
So from Benin Republic, you moved to Ghana and you've been here for a few months now. Yeah. How are you? How is life in Ghana?
Life in Ghana feels like home. That's the summary. When you are home and it's raining and your roof is leaking, it's your home. So what would you do? You'd rather look for, is it carpenter or whatever, to fix your roof, right? Because it's your home. Now, that's the difference. If you're where you don't feel like you are home, if the roof is leaking, you're just going to go look for another house that doesn't have a problem. That is the problem. I didn't feel like I was home when I was supposedly home. So now I feel I'm home. Even when I was in Benin Republic, it was so peaceful. It was all I needed. But Ghana was still calling me. Like, it was like, go home. Like, you are not home. Even though I was still enjoying myself in Benin, and the coolness, the quietness, the peacefulness I craved, I was enjoying it, but something was still missing. It was like, you're not home, so go home. So moving to Ghana, it hasn't been easy. I'm not going to pretend like, oh, it's been blissful. Nope, it hasn't been easy, but it feels like home, and that is all that matters to me. Right, a lot of things have changed. I used to live in Ghana back in the years. It wasn't like this. Back then, we were not experiencing anything like lights off. We were not getting news of Nigerians doing this or that anywhere. There were no news of anybody fighting anybody. A lot of things have really changed. And it was a lot more affordable then. It's way too expensive right now. But then, it feels like home. When you don't even mind anything happening, you die here. That's how it feels.
Now, with all of these experiences that you've had in Nigeria that made you say, okay, you know what, enough is enough. Tell us about your music career and all that went down.
In the music industry, it was sweet, because sweet in the sense that, let me say, I got into the right hands early enough, because the industry is deep. It is deep, it is toxic. It takes the grace of God for you to find yourself where you'll be able to thrive without getting traumatized or damaged. Right, so I had this godfather in Abuja that held my hand and was like, you know what? First of all, make sure you don't do free shows. Because that is what they're going to do. They're going to make you do free shows, attend free events, you spend your money. So my godfather held my hand and said, don't do free shows no matter what. Now, he was into political events. And because I used to fly green and white, that was my ID as an artist. I was the only Nigerian artist that was using green and white as my costumes. In fact, I was known for it. That was actually what made someone to introduce me to my godfather then, because he is into political events. So because I was flying green and white, it was easy. It was a big catch for me. So political events, he would squeeze me into I could just come and perform national anthem and I will get paid. And I'm not talking about cheap model, from 300K upwards. So you can imagine maybe there's a swearing in event and I'll come and perform, just sing national anthem. You're bagging 500,000. There was no new artist making such money then. So he made sure I started with a high standard. So it was difficult to accept anything less. That was why I would say I wasn't popular, like popular, because they will promote you to be popular, but you're going to be broke. So everybody will know, everybody knows, but you don't have 5,000 in your account. Maybe the money you come to perform in their event, you borrow it for transportation. But then you enter the stage and people are hailing you, but you are broke. I think that was a very big deal for me. It helped my career to have a unique standard. As a matter of fact, I launched my album in 2010. 2011, I was in Star Trek. Star Trek is a very big event that was conducted yearly by Nigerian breweries. Only known artists, only famous artists are used for Star Trek, but I was on Star Trek.
Not Star Trek.
I was the only female artist that performed in Star Trek 2011. You can go and search. I was with MI, Flavor, name them. Wandeko, all those already known stars. Yeah. So it made me to have standard. So I had the mind to turn down invitations because my style was unique. Like everybody, like, who is this? The energy was there. The voice was deep like a guy. So when you hear me, when you listen to me rapping, you will think it's a guy rapping. And then if you even finally get to know he's a woman, you'll be expecting one big, heavy, I'm telling me now. So the swag, we used to call it swag. Then the swag was different. The vibe was unique. So it made me to really get noticed. Like, who is this? Everybody would like, who is this? So I had a surgery 2012. I had a multinodular goiter surgery. So that was why I had to stop doing music, because I had to heal I had to take a long time to, heal from, when they butcher you like goats where they will go behead, they have the open here. I did the surgery here in Ghana actually, 2012, the Ghana Canada Medical Center at Ajigano. That's where I did the surgery. Over $2,000. 2012, and that is why you see I tell people when it comes to things of health, your life, don't go economizing. If you die, they will use that money for your funeral instead.
And the family will share the money.
Next of kin go flex now. So it's important when it comes to health. Don't go doing economizing. So make a find where it did cheap. Because I knew a lot of people that also had goiter surgeries. If you're looking at them, you would think they are wearing bead on the neck. The scars alone. A lot of them also had to get opened up again later to reduce, the goiter was forming again, so you have to open it again and operate on it again. A friend of mine then lost his mom. That one, even in India, he had to fly her to India when it was time to do the second surgery. An operation that lasted for 4 hours. Over 4 hours, I was in the theater, I was unconscious. You can imagine, in Nigeria, you pay cheap. Yeah, you're going to pay cheaper, and then they're going to do it because another person is in line waiting, so they go collect. So, but the difference is here, you pay, they take their time and make sure that everything is okay before thinking of the next money from the next patient. You see, that is the difference. So I had to fly from Nigeria to Ghana for the surgery, and that was how I stopped music afterwards. Then after a couple of months, because I was doing my checkup from weekly, monthly, then tri-monthly, then every 6 months. So when it was time for me to have my next checkup 6 months later, I was already getting broke, because when you're spending money, you're not replacing it. Yeah, I was not working because I needed to rest to heal. The first and only now, rest. So they look my account, they go down. You just be spending, it's not coming in. I had to spend. So I did my reservoir. When I came for that checkup, I remember vividly when my doctor said my next checkup was in 6 months. I check out, my rent don't expire for Nigeria. So I had the money. In fact, the only money I had left in my reservoir. I said, okay, if I use this money, renew rent. My next checkup, how will I come? What thing I won't do? This is not life. Because the truth is, I didn't have anyone giving me. You get? So, of course, you're not doing music again. So even the people that would have been carrying you along, you were relevant. When you had something to offer, at least they can easily call you to come and make money. They can't be giving you money. Even if they give you once, they can't do it again. You get? So it will get to a point, everybody will start even avoiding your calls. And me, I get shame where so I no go even ask. I don't even know how to ask. Make person no say no. I go come cry. So, but when you volunteer to give, that's why when people dash me something, or it makes me feel, because Charlie, now me they do for people. I know they used to people doing for me normally. So that time I had to take a very, very harsh decision. It was harsh because to my health, it was risky. I had to register for fashion school. Here in Ghana? Yes. Okay, so to avoid going back and I couldn't, if I went back, I wouldn't be able to come. No. Then I've not had my first, my girl is 9. I had her in 2015. This thing happened, my surgery happened in 2012. I was on checkups till 2013. So I had to register at Abby's Creation. It's a fashion school at the Teshi Nungwa area. So I had to talk to my friend. Of course, I have a couple of my Nigerian G's then that if I'm coming for checkup, I don't even need to go to the hotel. They would even be angry, that I get house, they go hotel, that kind of thing. So it was easier for me. They've cut off that accommodation issue, so I could come and stay as long as I wanted. I remember one of my friends, he's in Dubai now, Jones. I would never forget. Jones will always move out of his master bedroom when I come to Ghana. Yeah, that was how much he respected me. His girlfriend would be nagging, say, calm down. When I dey hungry, this woman, they buy me food for Nigerian kitchen when I dey streets. So no reason. Sometimes I will be like, please, I don't want to cause issues. He said, no. Where she dey when I dey road, if I ask her out that time, she for no agree. So I beg. So there are people who remember what you did for them when at their lowest. So when they get to the top, they don't forget. So his pattern of showing gratitude I was even speechless. And so sometimes I wouldn't want to tell him I was coming to Ghana, and already, talk they bring talk. He knows when my next checkup be. So he go ask, how far? You never. I'll not be like, I'm in town. You go say, Mama, no, they do like that. I go vex. Like that. I was having free accommodation. So I checked it. If I should go back to Nigeria and renew my rent, we're talking about 1 million naira. That was because I had to live where I would be safe and comfortable. So I was staying at Rajirasaki Estate, Amodofin, and it was a 1-bedroom apartment. So I checked it. If I renew this rent, I'm done for. So how about I use this money and try something else? I was not going to be able to do business because of my health. So I said, let me go to a fashion school. The inspiration just comes. That's how my life is. When the inspiration comes, I just pick it immediately. So once my instinct says, do this, I do it. I don't even think twice, and then when I go against that, I have a problem, so I had to talk to my friend that this one I go find, like, if in a single room, self-contained,
in Ghana.
Yeah, in Ghana, like, so I could attend. I was used to, if I come for my checkup 1 week, now I don't go back, so go just expect make person live in house for you like that for long. So I told him I would need a single room, self-contained, so that I could, rent for a year, make her fit. He say, I don't understand. I get 3-bedroom house, you won't go rent single room, self-contained for what now? No, stay as long as you want to. Mama, not do like that. Even the fashion school, I ended up getting the favor. Another of my Nigerian brothers was the one that paid for the fee for me. Like when I mentioned I wanted to register for the fashion, how much it be? I talk. So he give me the money. Say, Mama, you were there for us when we did H. So now we now Nigerians, all of us. So everybody, no discrimination. And then it was not like now the sets that are coming now and doing all these things. Back then, let me use the word, sensible ones. We really know say home no too set, or we come out make we find waiting, we go send go home. Now him day that time. These ones now, no, they forget where they from. They come ourselves. So it be like they when they cross border, they get memory loss. They go can't do anyhow. I don't really understand these ones. But honestly, back then, Spintex then a Nigerian zone. Like everybody knew Spintex as Nigerians. And you would not hear any of these things we are hearing. You cannot ask anybody. I was in Ghana 2006. I launched my album 2010. 2011 I was going and coming. 2012 I came for you will not hear those things then. All these things where you hear like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, now it starts. Back then, Nigerians in Ghana were not disturbing anybody. Anyway, so back to the gist. Boys that when they were hungry, I was there for them. My little way, they came through for me. And then another thing that happened was that where he was staying at Community 18, my school was at Nungwa, Teshin. So the transportation too was another thing, because of course you have to pay for a lot of materials. Because it's a 6 months course, you have to do homework almost every day. Sometimes I feed day a week till 5 a.m. 7 a.m. your first class starts. They were really strict. So yeah, I grew so lean. If I wear pants, I can't tie and make it no fun. Make it no. Try them now. When you have a lot of materials to buy to do homework, you won't go. They do shopping. So it was a struggle, and but I thank God because it ended in praise. So because of the transportation, another man, Mr. Uche, I'm never going to forget. Mr. Uche, he shuttles Nigeria and Ghana. He had a duplex at the Teshinungwa Estate. So Mr. Uche, they hardly around, but because of his office, because he's into billboards and all that. So because of his office here, he needed to use the big space, and so he gave me the key to his duplex, and we go and stay there. It's closer to your school, free. Sometimes 3 months he never come Ghana self. So I was there, fashion school. I finished it and I opened calcified wares. No, in Nigeria.
Okay, so after you finished from the school, you went back.
I timed my checkup.
So once your checkup was over,
Gone, I had to go. So it wasn't like I was moving back. I did that to buy time to do something while waiting for my next checkup. That was So as God may have it, when I finished my stuff and had my checkup, my last checkup, I was told that my chances of being a mother was 1%. Yes. Because I don't have thyroid glands.
What's the relationship between the truth and the womb?
It's not the truth. It was my thyroid glands, and they were removed during the surgery. Now, the thyroid glands secretes the hormones, the cells that controls your reproductive hormones. That time it wasn't funny, but when you are a survivor, you just look at life when it hits hard. You just look at it like, you hit like a bitch. Is that all you got? Bring it on. Like, you've survived even worse. So when you talk about it and you have healed, you laugh over it. It's no more a case of pity. I've passed that stage of pity because I conquered. So what if I had died? What if I didn't have a child? I have two. I'm on family planning. Who would have thought that the person they say won't give birth is now preventing pregnancy?
To everyone out there that may have heard that about themselves, about yourself, you may have heard, after the surgery, after this is going to happen. She becomes your testimony. Inspiration, rather. She's your inspiration.
Your faith has a lot of roles to play. I didn't accept it. When my surgeon told me, I said, my surname is Chilaka. Chilaka means God has the final say. So if you have said your own medically, no problem. I'm not doubting you, but I'm going to have to do IVF. I'm going to have to try to have a child. Now, let it be that God has said it to me. God, your profession has told you, I'm not doubting you. But let God tell me that I'm not going to be a mom, then it's okay. I will accept it. But at least let me see that I've tried. The man say, you're so stubborn. Don't waste your money. He said, make her adopt instead. Make her adopt newborn baby. At least it will still feel like, I say, me. May they talk say I don't use my womb. Go do music. No.
Before you came for the surgery in Ghana, what relationship did you have with Ghana then?
Yeah, because of course I started my music in Ghana. I was living in Ghana before.
So you were living in Ghana before you went back to Nigeria for your music career?
I started music career in Ghana. My first album was recorded and launched here in Ghana. My full hip gospel album. My first album was hip gospel album. Then the second album was the one I launched in Nigeria. But I recorded most of the tracks here. I featured some Ghanaian artists too, but I went to launch it in Lagos because, of course, we all know that that's where the market is. Yeah. And I was always flying to in and out. So it was a whole lot. That was why I had to move back to Nigeria because of the and then when you are there, it's easier for you to have events done. When you are here, they think of the flight, the accommodation, the things, your logistics. Your logistics alone go cut the money where so they go just look for artists on ground. So my godfather advised me that I should be in Lagos. You're doing more in Lagos, in Nigeria, than in Ghana. So there's no point living in Ghana and always flying to Nigeria. So if they check your flight ticket and all that, they go add them to it, they go pay you instead of spending here. Then you go cut your payment and all that. So I had to. But of course, he is into the entertainment, so he knows how it works, and I had to listen. So that was how I had to move back. So if there's an event in Abuja, you could just quickly get to the airport, and his local flight is easier than international.
So your romance with Ghana has been a very long.
Yeah, when I was here for 4 good years, I didn't go to Nigeria. All right, so I got so used to the calmness. I got used to that peacefulness. Back then, there was nothing like light off now. Now they say they take light. Back then, we go. You feel there 6 months, lights never blink. And then if at all it will blink, they will announce and apologize. Yeah, they will apologize for any inconveniences it must have caused or it's going to cause. Light to be off for this reason.
Now, do you think that may have been the reason why you find living in Nigeria to be difficult for you or something?
Oh, it was a big struggle. When I moved back, oh Charlie, the generator noise was traumatizing my ancestors. Okay. It was a big struggle. In fact, for all these years, it has been a big struggle for me. That's why I react to noise. That phobia started after I left Ghana back to Nigeria. I started having that panic with noise. I started having migraine. So I became very sensitive to noise because I wasn't used to it here. So moving back to Nigeria affected me. So since then, me and noise. But that's the reason I want to leave this fine house, because of noise. Yes, I only, even like in Nigeria, have to spend more on rents because I need to look for quiet environment, and you can only get that in GREs, and so you have to spend more. But yeah, I didn't mind because, of course, what's the essence of paying less and then not sleeping, always taking painkillers and all that? And I didn't want a situation where I have to let my body get used to or depend on medications to survive. So the best thing is to avoid it. My former house, I was just there 2 months. I moved to here because of noise. It's not making sense to a lot of people, but I know what I've been through. So, and because I don't have thyroid glands, there's a level of stress I should entertain. So any small thing, once I'm stressed out, you will even notice, like now I'm very stressed. That's why you see my face looking rough and all.
I don't see anything.
They ever see anything.
So, I keep asking you why, because I wanted to know why you put behind everything, because you were living okay in Nigeria. You had that life that a lot of people find so
very comfortably, not just okay. I wasn't living okay. I was driving a Lexus 300.
Yeah, I saw your car the other day.
But my money, not the gift, not man, right? I was living in a 3-bedroom, all-in-suite house, all air-conditioned. Like all the rooms were air-conditioned. All my kids had their separate rooms, fully furnished. I was running 2 big generators in the house, and I was running 1 in my shop. I had fish ponds. I was importing Thailand dried fish. So I was not living okay. I was living very comfortably.
Now that you're here, what happens to your business back in Nigeria?
Oh, before I came here, Tinubu has already happened to my business. So that's why I actually decided to even leave it for him and focus on YouTube. Because by the time you change Naira to Sefa, you cry blood. You imagine changing 3 million Naira and you're getting 1.2 Sefas. You just watch your hard-earned money go into exchange rates. Nothing breaks an independent person's heart more than that. And you don't have who's giving you, So coming to do YouTube was just, okay, let it be that some 1 kobo is coming in through another currency that is not Naira. It was more like a therapy for me. If it's $50 that is going, that, okay, this one is not Naira. So you're changing it and you're not losing, rather you are gaining. It's therapeutic, Yeah, because spending Naira from a Naira account in a country where the money is higher, trust me, not be everybody go fit Chester.
Now, with all of these things that have happened to you, Nigeria almost happened to you from the picture that I saw. I'm going to display. I hope you allow me. You send me the picture so I can display them on the screen.
Yeah.
Now,
it didn't almost happen to me. It happened to me. I lost 8 fish ponds to flood, and I'm not talking of juveniles. I'm talking of fishes that are ready for harvest, and there was no compensation whatsoever. So how else can Nigeria happen to you?
Now, do you think that Nigeria will ever be good again, be great again, or fine, not great, be good again?
The giant that is not gianting. I don't have hope. Sorry.
Now, what do you think, with all of us leaving the country, instead of staying back and confronting our fears, that is a sign of what? Giving up on the country or what? No. Who is going to save the country if we all are living, since we are all living?
Yeah, because the people that try to save the country before are all dead. And I cannot afford to die saving a country that doesn't want to be saved, so that my children will come and suffer. So I'd rather leave the country the way it wants to be and go elsewhere that I will maintain my sanity and take care of my children in peace.
What do you have to say about the persecution of Nigerians from around the world? I won't even say from around Africa, because it's not just in Africa, but mostly like the African community is more hostile to to Nigerians. What do you have to say about that?
Okay, let me give you an example. I just gave you instances of how the Nigerians came through for me when I had surgery, when I stopped doing music, when I couldn't afford accommodation in Ghana and all that, and they came through for me. Do you think when I was okay, before the surgery, if I was an asshole, don't mind my language, they would come through for me later?
No, they won't have.
Good. Now, Nigerians call these upon themselves. That is the unfortunate truth. And it's also more unfortunate that the innocent ones are also suffering it. Because the truth is, most of our Nigerians don't respect themselves when they go to other people's countries. You see things on the internet, you see them going to Malaysia, doing cultism and fighting and all that. I mean, why? Full-grown men doing cultism, killing each other in a different country. People that don't even know what is Asmen, what is Vikings. You carry it from Nigeria, you take it to their country. So explain to me why the country should smile at you, even if you are a saint, even if you are a Nigerian saint. If you are Father Tansi, the Saint Tansi, they would still see you as every Nigerian because of what your brothers are doing. So I've never blamed anybody, any country that is being hostile to Nigerians, because they called it upon themselves. They are not the only they are not the only West African country in the whole world, and I don't think they treat other West Africans like that. So the question should be why.
Now that brings us to a very sensitive topic. Feel free to answer it, and of course, feel free not to. What do you think about the Igbo kingdom, Igbo throne? What do you think about the Igbo king in Ghana? Your honest, unbiased thoughts on it.
About the Igbo king in Ghana, in Igbo kingdom in Ghana, the reason I don't have any say about it is because I believe strongly, like I've always said, if it is something that is not supposed to be, the Ghana government or the Ghana chiefs or I don't know, whoever, wouldn't have allowed it. So who am I to judge when the people that own the land are not complaining? The youths are complaining, yes, but their fathers put the kingdom there. They allowed the kingdom to be. I mean, if it's something that is against the culture or against the tradition or something that is bad or wrong or I don't know, I'm not sure they would allow it. So for them to allow it, I don't think I have any right to judge if it's wrong or right. Because if it is wrong, if you are smoking weed now, police go carry you, Abby. So if it is something that is against the law, it's not supposed to happen. But from when I went to interview, because this thing from Benin Republic, it was bothering me.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I went there straight. That was the first this thing I did. I went to interview and I found that it's been on over 10 years. So are we now trying to say, okay, they've been blind since and they are now seeing, or what exactly is going on? I don't really understand the fuse about the Igbo kingdom in Ghana because it's been here since 10 years. My daughter is not even up to 10 years. Look at how grown she is. So if something is, so if it is something that is against the law, especially because I know Ghana law functions. So if it's something against the law, it wouldn't have happened. Therefore, don't arrest them. If I don't go jail, the Igbo king for don't go jail, and the kingdom they for don't demolish him, something.
Now, how would that have made you feel as a Nigerian?
If he got arrested.
Yeah, got arrested, got demolished, and.
No, I wouldn't feel bad as a Nigerian. If they arrest you, that means you went against their law. So I can't start feeling bad that they arrested you. So because before you do it, you should have known that it is either against their law or not. So if you knew and you went on to do it and they arrest you, why should I feel bad?
A little more sensitive, and feel free to or not to answer it. Do you think the Igbo Kingdom in Ghana is affiliated to the Igbo King, to the kingdom of the Igbos back in Nigeria? As an Igbo woman, you know these things.
No, I don't know these things. I asked that day, I asked in the interview, and he said, yeah, it's more like representing in other countries, not like the kingdom would go and handle issues outside Igbo land. So it's more like when you have representatives in different parts of the world. You know, it's not like they are trying to wipe off the fact that, okay, the real kingdom is in Igbo land, but it's just like representing the kingdom in diaspora. If they go home, they will still go pay homage to the main kingdom. So it's not like it's something that they are not aware of, and it's not like it's something they are doing to challenge the real. I asked that question. I'm sure people who watched that video also heard it when he said it himself. And
you've been here for a while, and so are you? When are we going back home? Because very soon. What about the Nigerian must go that is about to happen?
You Nigerians will go now. Me, I'm not Nigerian. When Nigeria must go happen, I'll wear my Ghana scarf and wish you people safe journey.
You're not trying to pretend that you've not seen these videos, the voice notes. You know, before I used to. Okay, before.
Toxic, I don't entertain it. I don't entertain negative vibes.
Yeah, I didn't know I could have so much peace of mind if I stopped listening to these things.
You used to?
I used to, and I was always in pain. And at some point, I wanted to go home. And my kids were begging me, "Mommy, please." No. And then when I tune on to these channels, my daughter, my priest would tell me, "You've gone there again, oh, Mommy, you've gone there again, oh."
No, I can't even mention. I don't know YouTube community.
I wish I cannot know this.
No,
people, but the good thing is
to come and post my video, reply to comments, and go. Good. I hardly. There was a time I reacted to one video like that, and it was even someone that sent it to me, and I was so upset about the news of Nigerians fighting with immigration officers. How can these boys? I was boiling. Yeah. I wanted to react to it. So I said, okay, let me search and get more information about it, only to find out it happened 5 years ago. And then the when it was reacted to, it wasn't referred to like a past tense. It was reacted to like it's happened now. And everybody were like, I saw the comments and they were like, we need to wake up before this thing gets out. We need to act now. I was like, what? I was really upset, and I reacted to it. I was like, please, if you want to talk about these things, nobody is saying it didn't happen, but mention that it used to, but not anymore. Exactly.
I know the Ghanaian police not to take that kind of nonsense.
So
they have
since then, that was the only time I, listened, and since then, me, I know anything will go give me headache. I know they go there. That's how my life been.
I stopped, and then since I stopped, I've known peace.
Yeah, that's why you're mentioning names. You ask of one lady. I don't know her name. I don't know people's names on YouTube.
Okay, because I asked you about edits.
Yeah.
So you said,
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I thought you know.
I got to know about you on my own channel. Your fans that watch my video, they used to mention, even when they were mentioning you, I know near your channel. There was the time you made a video about me. I think that was my first video I made about Ghana. So they were sending it to me. I not still watch that video that time. Now later, in fact, recently when me and you don't talk, I can't go watch that video. Because I don't need anything make be say you talk the one way go vex me. So I no bother open the video. So when it comes to these things, I shared my peace. I protect my peace jealously, like I guard it jealously. If I know say if I come here and I go hear noise, I go avoid there. They my house, you get. If I know see if I come this event when I go bounce me, I go there my house until I see proper invitation.
Why do you think I made that video of you when I saw it. Why do you think I did it?
No, right now, I've come to understand it's not just about me. You know, you're always watching out for Ghanaians, and then the people that talk about Ghanaians, the people that talk about Nigerians. You watch out for Ghanaians so that they will know who's fake, who's real, who's just using them to chase clouds, you know, and who's double-faced and all that. So when you saw my video, you find out that this one, this one,
I could see
this
it.
one, you know, this one.
You were raw, like you're there. Like I knew that there is no how this one, you know, fake. I was on my way to Kwewu with Bife when I saw the video on my other channel. I'm like, who be this babe? Bife don't they do? Yeah, sis, and she fine. Oh, you know, she likes to stay out of my problem.
Yeah.
She don't want my wahala. I said when I come back here, I go react. I see how she fine. She can't get boldness. I love the fact that you are a warrior. You're very bold. So how did you get to this point? As a Nigerian woman, is not common. You, especially Igbo, you are supposed to support your people, regardless of the issues on ground. Why are you like this? Why are you different?
I love being different. I mean, regular is boring. So I like it when I'm, you know, that kind of. There's one picture where there's a crate of egg. All the eggs had the same color, and then there was one white egg inside it. I always see myself whenever I see that picture. Like, I don't like following the crowd. It has never been my thing. I don't know about other Capricorns, but I also believe as a Capricorn, it's part of it. I don't like following the crowd. I don't like doing what everybody is doing, you know. If at all I have to follow the crowd, I have to remix it, you know. So a lot of things didn't just make sense to me with the Igbo culture and their belief and all that. So I can't just support them because I'm Igbo. Even if my family member for copy, they collect for my hand, they can't be issue. So I don't believe in because we're family. If you're doing something wrong, I'll not come and support you. It has never been my thing. It won't even start now.
Yeah, this is it. Like, I do not dislike the Igbos. My problem is the fact that you have been taught to just home is home, like bro code. Do you understand? So this is where you see me, and finding people like this is hard. From the East, I'm sorry. They are there. They are the kindest. They've shown me the kindest of kindness, especially on YouTube here. But it still don't, you know, I'm like that. It still doesn't change anything.
Yeah, the fact that they show you kindness doesn't have to change how you feel about the tribe, you know.
Not like about some of the things.
Yeah, the things, there are things, if you do something I don't agree with, if you like, buy me new phone, new camera set. It's not going to change the fact that I go take and tell you thank you. But I go still tell you, say, this one really do so, now fuck up. You get, so it doesn't matter if...
Get a hug? See, like, I don't get it. Like, people don't. Maybe one day people will understand me, but they don't. It doesn't matter. If they
you know, a lot of times people expect you to lick their, kiss their toes because they're doing favors for you. So they expect you to. Then that is what has spoiled the society a whole lot. People who are supposed to speak against what's going on wrong because they are feeding them, they rather support it. So they are used to. You dare not challenge me. I feed you. They are used to it. So when they see the one where no Greek collect their food served for their hand, so that you can tell them how you feel boldly, they see you as rebellious. You know, they had them to call us one name. You know, exactly. So you should never allow your integrity to be bought. Maybe money, it can be a gesture, it can be, a gift, it can be credit alert, but always call a spade a spade. Don't ever allow whatever someone does for you to blind you from judging them when they should. Calling them out like, this thing you are doing, this one no follow. So because you buy me, if not the car, take your key back, but this one no follow, that is me. So, and because of that, I am very, very skeptical about who I accept gifts from. If I notice you're the kind of person that gifts me, so I will support you when you do something wrong, I'll not go take. It's not every gift that you should accept. Actually, I choose the gifts I accept. I choose the guests. As I day now to take car key from man, you go hard. I know they do them. Cause no one. If you do bad, I go still tell you. So the next thing you go collect your car key. Exactly. So all my life, all my cars I've driven, I've always bought them myself. Cause no one here say, if I want come out for your hand, because you buy me car, go come remain there. No, or you go come take them, or I go come because of that remain inside. No. So I know you see, car, house, make you not chase me come out if he sets. So it's important you choose, you filter the gestures you accept, the gifts you accept, so that you will be able to speak up what you don't feel comfortable about. People who do things for people don't like it when you challenge them. So a lot of times they do things for you to shut you up. So when they see that they can't shut you up, you automatically become a bad person. But it's okay to be a bad person if you're doing the right thing. If you're on the right track, don't try to be in everybody's good book. That is the fastest way to failure. Personally, I don't want to, even your book, I don't want to your good book safe. I like it when you know say I get coconut head.
That way you go.
Yes.
I will not say
Exactly. No, the things I be saints. Then when I act, you go come say,
is this how you are?
I know one day your good book self. So that when I do you go not say yes, now so she did. So it's not, people always want to be in people's good book. Let them not see. No, make them say, I go help them say self. Make I get my peace of mind.
I would like to know if you have any advice for our Ghanaian brothers and sisters on how to deal with Nigerians without this stereotype, grouping everyone and painting us with the same brush. What do you think they can do to make a difference? Because we have other national in Nigeria, but when they commit any offense, you don't even get to, the Nigerian, you know how the Nigerian police, they don't even care where you're from. Like, they deal with you in their corrupt way. Whatever you see there, you take it. They won't make a case of it, like, oh, you are a South African, you are Ghanaian. What do you think can be done in Ghana to fish out the bad Nigerians and then leave the good ones to breathe?
1 year with yes,
no, because well, you may not know, but we know. Like for me, because I'm not that perfect person. So when I see someone that is real, I didn't know. So what do you think can be done to fish out the bad ones so we don't have to be stereotyped? Like
nothing. You shouldn't even bother your head about the stereotype. That in the first place. That is the best way to maintain your sanity, because it's not going to stop no matter how you try. So of course you can't tell the Ghanaians how to feel or what to do where they never hear before. Let me put it that way. So it's best to just focus on being yourself. The future will always vindicate. That's my motto. I don't believe in trying to prove to you that I'm different. No. Do your stereotyping, no problem, but don't bring it my way, because if you come close, you'll end up seeing that, oh, she's not like that, and I like it that way.
I'm in your house right now, and I've seen almost all your neighbors come out, the interaction and stuff. Do you think this rivalry between Ghanaians and Nigeria, this whatever we have going on, is only on the internet? Because look at you now, look at your neighbor, and okay, he has gone inside.
Yeah.
Like all of them, all the doors have been open, and
you see how we
rapport,
it's just, I don't know, when I see them ranting on the internet, I laugh, because the truth is the real Ghanaians don't have that time. Let me put it that way.
So now, if with all of this, is this what's giving you confidence to feel like Nigeria must go cannot happen?
No, I'm not even saying it, but it cannot happen. It will happen. When it happens, you people should buy me. I said I'm not going. I never said it will not happen, but it's still in the internet. Because when the president declared the visa freezing, he didn't put any exception.
But
so I was surprised.
Are not on visa. Let's talk about it. Nigerians are not on visa. Nigerians have always been on visa free.
Yeah, my point is he didn't say anything about the Nigerian must go. If there was anybody that would have said with the way I've been hearing about it since 2024, I'm supposed to hear him put it inside that, okay, yeah, visa free for all Africans, and this is the time to tell all Nigerians to go home. You have now till 2 months or 1 month to pack your things and leave Ghana. I'm trying to make announcements. Stop laughing. But I didn't hear anything like that. That's why I say people should check on the advocates if they are breathing fine, because I mean, with the pressure was getting worse. Yeah.
It's as if on the internet.
Hey, I was expecting immediately after election, everybody I would on the.
But maybe
check.
you can never be too sure. Don't be too comfortable, because maybe after the swearing in ceremony.
Okay, for the president that was raised by a Nigerian, or I don't understand. I'm trying to know who would declare it. Anyway, whichever one, I don't have a problem. Any decision they take. If they insist that I'm not even Ghanaian, or they don't want me to be Ghanaian, I will go, but I'm not going back to Nigeria. I'll just leave Ghana, no problem. Okay. Places to go, plenty.
Just stop laughing. Okay, now I don't know for you, but for me, I have a couple of Nigerians reaching out to me just recently. Just a few days ago, another family reached out because someone came here to deliver her baby. She saw some of the hospitals in my video, and then she chose one of the hospitals she loves. Is a private hospital to deliver her baby here. And then, like 3 months later, she and her husband went back to Nigeria. And then, like, they've been talking about Ghana. So some people want to come, and they've been asking me, to put them through. Now, do you have any advice for families that want to move to Ghana?
No.
Don't have any advice?
They should stay there. Nigeria, make Nigeria great again.
No, but we have to do something to get our country back. So do you have any plan?
No, I'll be cheering you up from here to do something and get your country back.
Serious now. No, but is this how we are going to? No, for good. Like, what are we? We have to do something. We can't sit down and just be okay.
Okay. I just paid 9,000 Ghana cedis for school fees.
Okay.
I have more important things to worry about than how to get your country back. So if you have plans or time, I'm not sure the bill you are paying is bothering you. I can see you still have energy to bother about Nigeria. Okay, so since you still have the strength and stamina and energy to think about, to worry about getting your country back, I can only wish you all the best, my sister. I have zero.
We have to go get a president of our choice, and we can't sit here and.
Of your choice.
You can't just not do something about it.
When did your choice ever start mattering in Nigeria?
Maybe we could start. There's always a first time.
No problem. Go and start. I'll be in Ghana. I'll be reacting to your starting point, and now it's progressing. I'll be reacting for you here. I'll be cheering you up from here.
You know what I see? I feel like you're someone that you've loved so much, and you didn't get the love back from Nigeria. Now you're angry. Can you just
I'm not angry. I've given up. There's a difference.
Yeah, I feel like
when you're angry, you still care, right?
Yeah.
When you're angry, you still care about the there's hope of you and the person getting back together.
You keep saying you don't care, but your family members, like Nigerians, they still come to Ghana here and disgrace. They do something.
Yeah, that's the problem, and that is why. You know why I'm still bothered about that particular one, because I still use the Nigerian passport. Any day I get another passport.
You know the process.
I will unbecome it.
You know the process. It's very long.
No problem.
And it's
God go keep me alive.
Imagine you going through the whole process to become a Nigerian.
I don't need any process. I don't declare. It no concern me. Waiting Nigeria do me, I go through process to unbecome. I don't declare with my mouth. Now that's the only unbecoming I need.
Okay. You've been here for a while. They have the health sector, they have which you have patronized, and then they have the schools you have patronized. That's the education. They have the electricity, they have the security.
That's patronized.
The electricity is yeah. Okay, so which is your is your favorite?
All.
Why are you like this? Nigeria versus Ghana.
I don't understand. Which one be Nigeria versus Ghana? Okay, now let me give you an example. Do you want to hear my example? You know, you didn't ask me why I came to do the surgery in Ghana in the first place.
No, I asked you.
No,
I asked you. You said you were living here. I wanted to know why. Why did you choose?
When I came, I was already in Nigeria. I've already moved back to Nigeria before the surgery. Yes. I went for a scan, right? And I got these two results: the right thyroid, left thyroid. Oh, it's nothing to worry about. This is they spoke their English, and that was it. But I was losing weight. I was drastically losing weight, and I'm somebody that is very intentional about my body. You know, I pay attention. Whenever I see changes, I know, and I must get to the root of it. There was no test I no do, and no test for this word where I no do. You know, nothing was. So when I came I said, okay, let me come to Ghana and do the same tests. And there was a day I was laughing in the mirror. That was even what prompted me to go and do the scan. I was laughing before I now noticed, because my goiter was not the type that grew out. It was spreading inside. That was more dangerous. Yeah, so, and of course it feeds on blood, so you have to be making sure you eat or take what, so I was laughing and I noticed something, when you laugh, that pressure, something popped up. I'm like, but I don't see him again. You get, and this thing I'm telling you, I've already run tests, HIV, named them, all came out negative. I said, no, I know, sir, no, they okay. All these results, they show say they okay, but I'm not okay. That thing was what prompted me to go for that thyroid scan that they gave me 2 results. So this is the right thyroid. I was still not okay. I was very restless. I'm like, no, something is wrong. And I'm not the type of person that would quickly go and conclude it's spiritual. Oh, they are doing me from village. Oh, this one. Even though I know say yes, somehow. But I had to come to Ghana. I repeated the same. They asked me if I've done if I came with it. I said I never even do any test safe. I never do any scan.
You wanted them to do their
everything afresh.
You don't believe?
Yeah, that's scan. That same scan. I got like 7 pictures. Results of the damages. My thyroid glands were 98% damaged, and I was told I was fine. And I said, I just die go. They go say, oh, she sleep, she no wake up, or they go say, hey, she do music. Yeah, see the speed where she take come the music. She sold her soul to the devil. I had to. That was actually when since then. I lost faith in Nigerian medicine. Before, I'm very, very choosy when it comes to, like the hospital I used, you should know Temple Clinic in Asaba. That was where I gave birth to my daughter. Naima I use now where I still born my boy. When I also did my hernia surgery, I do you get. And of course, Dr. Popo is an elderly surgeon. Say yes, this one no in onion. So I am very, very choosy when it comes to hospitals. When I moved to Asaba, I registered antenatal for over nine clinics for Asaba. I had to register antenatal, but at Temple Clinic, I ended up giving birth. Because the truth is, when I was in Ghana back then, I had my appendicitis surgery.
Okay.
Back then at Sakumono. I'm never gonna forget because it was almost busting. Yeah, it was almost busting when the situation where they tell you say I beg before this person go die here, make record no break, say person die for our hospital. That kind of giving up kind of, because I was almost gone. But the doctor had to change his mind, and he had me wheeled straight to the theater. I was operated on before deposit was made. It can never happen in Nigeria. I'm talking about $2,000. I was already operated on. They saved my life first before any deposits, before requesting for deposits. That can never happen in Nigeria. If anybody has seen it or had it happen before, I beg, indicate in the comment section that a doctor would do major surgery for you to save your life first before you make deposit. They don't know if you have the money saved or not. So what if
you don't have the money, you're supposed to die?
In Nigeria, even with your money, the less affair attitude serve in some hospitals. Before they go even attend to you, say with all your money saved, you go still buy. So you see why I can't even bother comparing, because I've had my fair share of both experiences. When it comes to medically, I can never compare. That was why I reacted the day I saw that mortuary situation in which hospital was that said. I had to make a video about it because I was not happy. You understand? Because I knew medical system here is top notch and they are not that self-centered when it comes to dealing with humans. So what went wrong? I had to come here and repeat the scan.
And then
over 7 pictures. My thyroids were 98% damaged. Meanwhile, I was told, oh, it's nothing to worry about. This is the right picture. Right? And for just quite good, because I use my life to do. She's so for devil, for music.
I'm happy you came because you can.
You can't even. If I don't tell you that I had a surgery, you won't even know. You know, so.
Thank God for your life.
Yeah, I thank God for my life. So you see that my love for Ghana is deeper than YouTube views. I don't know, before YouTube, I've always loved my first company, Motherland Entertainment. I registered my company as Motherland Entertainment. That was how much I loved Ghana. Like, I've always had love for Ghana. Before the YouTube rave and things.
And you started your YouTube channel
last year,
from Nigeria?
No, this 2020. No, I started my YouTube in the Republic.
No, I thought I saw a video of you. Okay, maybe, yeah.
No.
Because I went down to watch your videos when I stumbled on the first one.
Yeah.
I wanted to get to know more about you.
Yeah.
So I saw the one you were moving from Asaba.
Yeah, it was videos I had on my phone. I had to talk about it. I posted that video from the Republic. I left Nigeria 31st of May, 2023. And that, you can check when I joined YouTube. I was in Benin Republic when I posted that video already. And I decided to take my YouTube, because of waiting to do and the Naira and dollar, they do person, you know, I had to really look for. I had a lot of courses taken. I wanted to go into freelancing and all that, but the location as a Nigerian, once you present your ID as the Nigerian passport, automatically nothing for you. I have a lot of certificates. I've run online courses, gotten my certificates, both paid ones and free ones, you know. I was hoping to go into freelancing, at least let me be earning in dollars or euros or pounds, but actually the limitation of being a Nigerian. You people don't understand the anger when I was angry. But I know how much I've tried to survive and being limited just because you have a Nigerian passport. You know, it's not as if you don't have what it takes. It's not as if you don't have what they need. But because you're a Nigerian, there's already a clause.
So do you have any advice for Nigerians, at least in Ghana? Just tell them something.
Me, I need advice myself. I don't.
Who are you like? I had to advice.
Adults, we know what they do.
Don't you think, for me, I feel like they're out to destroy, just an intentional act.
It's not
for them to just come and they just want to destroy.
See, let me tell you something about trauma. A lot of people are battling with childhood trauma, right? They are already damaged. You are seeing it like they are out to destroy. They are seeing it as a normal thing. Because that's what they are used to. They are damaged like that. I can only advise them to find healing. Heal that childhood trauma you're battling with. You'll be able to see the thing you're doing wrong.
You think it's the upbringing?
Yes, now.
That may have contributed.
Of course. You can only dare to be different if you are as strong-willed, of course, as some of us are.
Thank you so much for coming on the channel, and I really appreciate.
Thank you for having me.
How beautiful you are.
Na camera, oh my.
Hey.
Camera.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank God for technology. At least we don't look like what we go through.
Don't mind, I will be there that you'll be shocked. She looks a lot like. So how did I almost forget? Tell us about your beauty secrets.
Hey, voila.
Yeah,
that's why I'm broke. That's why I'm broke. No, I'm intentional about my body. I've always been intentional about my body. I'm intentional about what I eat. I'm intentional about what I expose my skin to. I'm intentional about my skincare routine. I'm intentional about my fitness. So I'm very, very intentional and meticulous when it comes to my body. So it takes a lot of dedication, expenses, of course, and hard work to be able to maintain it.
And peace of mind.
That's the major part of it, because if you allow yourself to be stressed up so much, both mentally, emotionally, you definitely look older than your age physically. So I don't even give room to that. And the best way I actually handled that was not getting married. Yeah. Not getting married. That's my first skincare routine. That's why I'm young. That's why at 41 I'm looking like this. I didn't get married.
I know a lot of people would have said, thank God you talked about that, because I didn't have the gut to ask her about her marital life.
Oh no, I've never been married. I'm single.
Are you serious?
I've never been married. I chose to be a single mom.
So this is something you wanted to do?
Oh yeah. From my first daughter, I had to go to court for affidavit of single parenthood. That's why my kids are bearing my name. I'm not there for that one. I'm not marry anybody. I'm not married.
Hold on. Okay, fine. Are you sure you are Igbo?
That's why everybody asks.
Yeah, because though I have seen people like Rita Dominic exhibit that, I don't want to be, if she didn't fall head in love, she would not have married. And Genevieve too. So what's up with you guys from this way?
No, it's not all. A lot of them.
But like Genevieve.
I have sisters, of course, who can do anything to be married.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes, some of you
sisters,
like to get that.
Even elder sisters, where they send mama born us, they marriage, they do anything to protect, to be answered. But you know why? I don't blame them. I blame
the society.
Their mother.
But you also have a mother. It's not the same.
No, their mother be my mother, but I didn't choose. Say I don't want to follow that pattern, because I'm the last, right? And I've seen none of the ideas of marriage has ever made sense to me. Right from time.
A guy came to marry Genevieve Nagi, and she gave him her pros and cons. The guy said no.
Yes, they are not used to it.
One, we are not going to make it public. And my mama and papa, they are not going to come to the court.
Yeah.
We are going, me and you.
They're not the ones.
Rita and Oluchi,
yeah, they don't want.
And they're your friends. If you want to bring your family, cool. But mine are not coming. The guy said he's not doing. Yeah. Why you guys like?
Yes, so I don't personally. I've never been interested in marriage because number one, I have OCD, so I don't even need people in my space, in my business, not just physical space, emotional space, mental space. I don't even need. I can be with a man if I want and be faithful and all. We can date forever, but if you want to put a tag on it, I'm out.
No, but I think maybe you have not fallen in love, like
love reached me.
Boy,
see, I'm a helpless. I am when I'm in love. I love wholeheartedly. I love wholeheartedly. I'm the kind of person that I like to against all odds and love a man. I don't believe in you must love this man because of this. I've had my fair share of wrong relations. It's all waste of time, because when you put in that effort, they can't even meet you halfway. So I laugh when people talk about love, because what African men call love is actually funny, because they don't know what it is. What they are doing, they are calling love is not love. When you want to talk about love, for a woman like me, as hot as I am, decide to be single, it's because I know that nobody can match the energy. I've tried. like, and it's all wrong. Not marriage per se. What I do in relationship, no wife could do and for the husband.
I feel like you are a white woman trapped in the body of
yes, they carry me come no.
No, because the level of independence you have attained is why I'm asking. I keep saying, are you sure you are this?
I am, but it's all here. People would always, like, I chose to break that yoke, that circle. If not, I will still raise my children like that, with that same mentality, and it goes on. I chose to cut it and stop it, and when I look at my kids and look at my nieces and nephews, you can't compare. My kids are so emotionally intelligent that you'll be wondering. So if you're following a pattern and you're looking around, everybody's following this pattern and it's not working, you try something different, and you're gonna be shocked at what you're gonna get. See, the society has brainwashed women to believe that you must follow the ways of your ancestors. Oh, now, right, all those rules, traditions, they bend, especially when money comes. Maybe then they give women chieftaincy titles now up and down, whether you born boy or not. As far as money, a lot of things. So that's why I said tradition, all those things, culture, man-made, and they bend when some kind of situations arise. So I don't really have to go and start disturbing my brain, following it when it's not making sense to me. And I don't plan to raise my kids like that. So I'm good, I'm happy, and I mean, I don't know how to deceive people. I've tried a couple of people. Let's make it not be like saying to the form, like say, give a chance, and it's waste of energy, because they don't know how to be consistent.
Yeah.
They don't know how to be consistent, and they don't know how to be real. It's all a competition for a lot of them.
About doing the follow the society.
So it's gonna take more than that kind of mentality to be with someone like me. And my disconnecting game is they fear me self. I feel love you now. Once you don't do the one we know, the way I go disconnect, you will now doubt the love, So I don't have I know I put in 100%, so I take it to 0 when I'm being taken for granted.
So you've been around Ghana for a while. Have you been to other regions?
No, I've not been able to go to other regions because I'm not settled.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I'm not settled. Okay, imagine I was there 2 months, I've moved here, I'm here 2 months, I'm looking for house again.
Yeah.
So until I'm settled, I can now relax. Because of my health, there's limits to the stress I allow myself. So I have to settle, and I have to make it as convenient as possible, because I can't, like, if it's long distance, I can't do road trip, and I can't enter trot to long distance places. So it requires, of course, money and all those things. I have to put them in place before I can start visiting other regions. And I don't want a situation where somebody will sponsor it and come and tell me how not to and how to.
No, but no one is an island.
No. I mean, it's okay if someone says, okay, let's do, and you have your own vex money.
Yeah.
Vex money is important. I call it vex money. Hold your vex money.
I know that money.
As a woman, hold your vex money, because your gender no be the same mama bonus. So they will do.
Yeah.
The minute they
will do when
the minute it doesn't go their way.
Yeah.
If they are the ones feeding you, they won't consider whether you go get ulcer when they won't start.
So it's
better you
we
have
don't want
your
it to
own.
have ulcer, especially the ones we left behind. Those ones, they are different type of pursue.
All of them, even the ones I
no, this one here.
No, all of them are the same.
Yeah, they know to get
the same
wickedness inside.
They will get wicked.
This one, they know they consistent.
They're wicked. These are the inconsistency. Okay, let me quickly say this. There was one guy I was talking to. We had this brief dating and all that. You would feel that, you've gotten everything. And when we broke up, do you know what he did? He rushed to my YouTube page to go and write how Nigerians are all the same. She's a fraudster, she's this, she's that, she's that. So imagine if YouTube was owned by his father. Or
by now
immediately, that was the idea now. For you the first thing to come to your mind is to go and bring this woman down where she's feeding her children from supposedly. That is wickedness. So I beg all of them.
I used to get these voice audios, and when I said I'm not doing
problem,
and then the next thing I'll hear people campaigning when I was still listening to those audios.
No, as for wickedness, it's follow come for all men. So I'm not going to vouch that they are not.
Okay, you've been eating. Have you been trying the food,
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
The one I'm cooking perfectly is the light soup. Their own light soup.
What's up with light soup? We'll still snack it. We'll snack that kind of light soup.
That light soup, I've snatched it. If you eat my light soup,
my kids love it. Like,
if you eat my light soup, you won't even eat gala oat because me, I love to remix anyway. So the way I remix some Charlie, and I put crayfish for my own. And
it's nice.
Sometimes I'll just put small saint leaf. Hey, Charlie, my children go watch. There was a day I finished dishing food for my kids, so I was now dishing into the freezer. So I was now scraping the pot. My daughter from the dead. Don't tell me it's this light food that is finished that I'm hearing the sound of the pot. I was shocked. She said, wow. I was like, what do you mean? He said, please don't tell me it's finished though. This one I'm hearing the sound of pot. I told her no, I'm just putting it in the fridge. She said, but
thank you so much for coming, okay?
You're welcome.
I really appreciate you guys. I'm going to leave a link in the description or the first comment of this video. Kindly follow her channel and continue from there.
Thank you.
Ohima Abena, thank you so much for coming. Ohima is a genuine lover of Ghana, and that is why I love her. Like, I could see that I could see it. For me, when it comes to Ghana, I am very protective of her. I don't know why. I feel like I need to watch people. I'm like a security man. Like, they don't know. I don't want to. When I see
Ghanaians attacking you, I just shake my head. They don't have any idea. I see their voice notes and comments. And
those ones they are doing. But the ones that close me, I don't agree. I love them. Like, I don't know. My love for them is just, I don't know. It's like when I see anybody that loves genuinely, that loves Ghana, I love you because I know you can't be evil. Yeah, you can't be. Thank you so much.
Well with all of them. They will find healing. They will heal.